It's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
13.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And a big loss here as he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, here's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Check safety. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin There to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5.
Look, boys, let's go, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career. And this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Jameis throwing here. That's complete to Perriman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Jameis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. 13. 13.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Let's go. Come on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Oh, missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Go, go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Showing it, showing it. Switch.
They run it with Breida, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Winston now. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for the Niners.
Here we go.
74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Here we go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Here's Winston. That's caught by Howard. That's good for 28 yards. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. To throw is Winston. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick.